Next tonight, a mother from Selby has described the heartache of watching her 12-year-old daughter's daily struggle with long COVID, 19 months after her first infection. Freya Chilvers is among an estimated 53,000 children aged between 2 and 17 who've struggled with the effects of the disease for more than a year. Now, while Freya has received help from a specialist NHS clinic to treat her symptoms, many of the underlying problems persist. Our health correspondent Jamie Coulson has her story.
I usually have a headache all the time and exhausted all the time just from doing really little things, like going to school, just really tired.
She'll spend a lot of time pretending she's well and putting on a brave face and smiling, but as a mum I can sort of look at her and tell she's in pain. How are your legs? Because she said they was hurting after school.
Freya Chilvers first caught COVID in October 2021. Since then, she's been living with a long list of debilitating symptoms. Before infection, the 12-year-old was active and energetic, but now the long-lasting effects of the disease have left her struggling to maintain a normal school and family life.
So Freya's got long COVID, chronic fatigue syndrome, PEM, which is Post Exertional Malaise. So you do something and it can hit you 48 hours later. So going to dance on a Saturday can then mean she's in bed on a Monday. So this is when we went to the long COVID clinic.
Last summer we filmed Freya as she was assessed by experts at a long COVID clinic in Leeds. Since then they've been helping to manage some of her symptoms, but many of the underlying problems persist. We're
grateful for the NHS. The problem is long COVID's quite new, so we're just managing symptoms. There's nothing that we've been given that's a cure or that can really help.
Professor Stephen Griffin is a virologist at the University of Leeds and a champion for the charity Long COVID Kids.
Everyone is being exposed to multiple rounds of infections of this virus, and unfortunately that very small risk, because of the sheer scale of infections, becomes meaningful on a population scale. And unfortunately at the moment there are something over 50,000 children who are suffering long COVID for more than 12 months. And if you think about the impact on their education, on their development, on their socialising, that is really, really damaging.
We don't know what's next, we don't know what the future holds. We hope for more research and we hope for more clinical trials, but I didn't think we'd be 19 months in and still in the same situation.
I used to be so busy all the time, and now I just hope to get better at one point so I don't feel exhausted all the time.
Oh, Freya, I do hope you start to feel better soon. That was Freya and her mum, Emma, talking to our health correspondent, Jamie Coulson.